Looking for that perfect old-fashioned burger joint where the smell of beef on the grill just pulls you right in? This episode of Eat, Live, Love San Fernando Valley takes us to Cheeseburger in Pacoima, a hidden gem serving up classic burgers with that nostalgic straight off the grill flavor. From amazing burgers to teriyaki bowls, chili cheese fries, and even breakfast burritos, Cheeseburger has something for everyone. Let's go check them out. So today we're in Pacoima at Cheeseburger, which has been around since 1979. So just think about it, with all the things that are going on with the restaurant business these days, for a restaurant to be around and survive since 1979 to now is impressive upon itself. But what's even more impressive is their burgers, their breakfast burritos, their teriyaki bowls, and of course the chili cheese fries. Now this place again is family owned, so if you're looking for that comfort food, you want a great burger, you want those chili cheese fries, this is the place to go. Janet, it's such an honor to be here.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so this place has been around since 1979. Now, how long have you owned this place?
I owned it for over 7 years now.
But your parents owned it before that, correct?
Yes.
All right, so what's the story behind that?
My dad actually, he bought it from my uncle who was about to retire, and then he owned it for 12 years before he retired. So I kind of took it over 7 years ago.
Right, and then did you actually have any experience in the restaurant business before
Yes,
that?
I owned the healthy sandwich place before I got pregnant with my oldest one. Yes.
That's amazing. All right, so obviously that's a completely different type of restaurant to be operating as opposed to this. But you know, this is one of the things that I find that's really amazing about this place, that I think people always come back, right? It doesn't matter what generation they might be from.
Yes. Because it's been here for long enough that many people graduate from McClay Middle School. They still come back after they move out of state, out of town. You know, whenever they're in area, they come by to say hello, and then they run into their old schoolmates and friends. Yeah, so they ended up eating together here.
Right, and I'm always amazed because you always see, you know, you have the children and their parents, and a lot of times you'll have 3-4 generations here, you know, sitting out here at the same time.
They do, because they grew up eating this food, so I guess they miss it when they grow up, and then they come back with their own kids. Yeah.
Your husband works with you also, but that always wasn't the case.
We don't work at the same shift. We kind of divide the shift, so we're only working. I'm working in the morning to afternoon, and then he covers the afternoon to evening. So we don't really work together because we run in, you know, we argue about something.
It's normal. I look like I've married 12 years. Like it's normal. It's normal.
Yeah.
Janet, how would you describe your menu?
Our menu is very simple, but it's the menu that most of our customers grew up with. So we make most of our food here from scratch. So we make our own chili, we make our teriyaki sauce, and then the sauce that goes onto the bun, as you know, well as the tartar sauce, cocktail, and ranch dressing too.
Well, I haven't eaten anything almost all day, so I can't wait to get back there in the kitchen and see how you do it. Let's go.
Okay.
So Jenna, what's your most popular item here?
So we've been selling a lot of the signature burgers. That's the double patty, double cheese with pastrami, bacon, avocado. And it comes with the lettuce, tomato, pickle, onion, Thousand Island, which we make it here.
Wow.
And then we always use the fresh patty.
And then there's your chili cheese fries, which are phenomenal.
Yes, I got a recipe down from the, generations, and then we make our chili fresh every day. So our customers come to get the chili cheese fry, chili cheeseburger, even chili cheese rice bowl.
Do people actually order the chili by itself?
Yes, before my dad didn't just sell the chili by itself in the cup, but we started selling on the side, the cup of chili.
What? So look, if you guys like chili and you like chili cheese fries, and you haven't tried the chili cheese fries from here at Cheeseburger, you guys are seriously missing out. Don't go to Tommy's, come here. Now look, your burgers are great, the chili cheese fries are amazing, but you guys also have burritos. You guys are open for breakfast.
Yes, we're selling breakfast burrito all day. It comes with the bacon, sausage, egg, cheese, hash brown, and taco sauce with the grilled onion.
This is the triple cheeseburger with pastrami and chili. You can barely lift this thing up. This thing is absolutely enormous. And look, like one of the things that I really like about here at Key Burger is the fact that you can customize so many different things, right? You can get a cheeseburger, double cheeseburger, triple cheeseburger. But in addition to that, you can also add on things like bacon, pastrami, egg, just to name a few. All right, let's try to take a bite of this. This thing's massive. Assuming you took a huge bite, just like I did, you're gonna end up with an explosion of different flavors in your mouth. So the first thing that you notice is a combination of the chili and then the crunchiness of the pastrami and the melted cheese. And because remember, like Janet was talking about earlier, these burgers, they're not frozen, they're fresh. So you can taste the juiciness of the burger. Look how much is on this. Between the pastrami, the melted cheese, you have the pickles, the tomato, and of course, the fresh patties themselves. And of course, the chili, right? That's what makes this so enjoyable. Key Burger, located in the city of Pacoima. They're at Gain Street and Glenoaks Boulevard. If you haven't come out yet, you definitely have to support these guys. They've been around since 1979. That's 45 years and they're family owned. So if you're looking for a really solid burger, breakfast burrito, maybe even a teriyaki bowl, come and check these guys out. I challenge you, this is some of the best chili that you're gonna find here in town. If you like this episode, make sure you like, comment, share most importantly, and we look forward to seeing you next time on Eat, Live, Love San Fernando Valley.